Hi everyone, my name is Boitumelo and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is just an introduction video, just so I can be able to tell you guys a little bit more about myself. Yeah, this video is now long overdue. I was supposed to actually record this video before I even posted the first video that I already have up on my channel, but because a lot was going on, the moving, the settling in, everything was just a mess. But I'm just glad that today I was able to actually make time to record this video, because yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to continue posting videos without having an introduction video. So yeah, in this video, like I said, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit more about myself so you guys can get to know who Boitumelo is. So what I did was sometime last year, towards the end of the year, in December, yeah, I just posted on my Instagram, which automatically also posts on Facebook. Yeah guys, I'm on Facebook, let's can judge. And then I also posted on WhatsApp, and I just asked everyone, which questions would they actually prefer that I feature in my introduction video, and I got the questions. Thank you so much guys for participating and giving me the questions. So what I did is I just tried to write them down in little notes. The reason being, hiking my camera guys, I am using my phone to record this, so yeah, the only way for me to be able to remember all the questions was to actually write them down, because I don't think I have a great memory. But yeah, so I'm just going to start off with giving you guys a bit of a summary. Is it even a summary? A bit of an explanation of who Boitumelo is. So yeah, my name is Boitumelo Maja. Maina Kapasa, ID. I have 3 names. My mom gave me 3 names. It's Mapula, Boitumelo, Christine. Obvious, parents will never leave that English one. They will just make sure they hold it in some way. But yeah, my name is Mapula Boitumelo Christine Maga. I am 25 years of age. I identify as she or her. Rekiteta or Revanteta Karai. Mukoni wa Nchihulu, Mukoni Mila Put, Mukoni Taisai. I actually only know those 3 sentences. Simply because growing up, it was easier to learn my mom's one, Sababiwa, than Sabakoni. Sabakoni, for some reason, it was just too hard for me to learn it. So, Kiteva, Sababiwa, Samamaka, Mira Mlava Chukuru Kumhara Famila Liva. Osika wana Mirashikarete Wana Bakabakira. Hey, I wish I knew my one like that. Maybe I should just make an effort to learn Sabta Sabakoni. That would be really nice. But yeah, getting Namukoni. 25 years of age. I was born and bred in Seshego, which is just outside Polokwane, Kolimpopo, like Kikukas. So that's where I grew up. I went to Itiko College, primary, Mashiketadi, and then I went to Nivana Primary School, and then high school I went to Texila Secondary School, that's where I matriculated, and then I went to the University of Pretoria for my degree, 3 years, and I moved from the University of Pretoria to IAS, which is the Institute of Accounting Sciences, for my CTA. So for those that are not aware, CTA is postgraduate studies in accounting sciences. Yeah, postgraduate studies in accounting sciences. But elevator certified theory in accounting, yes, that is what CTA is. And then after that, I went on and I served my articles at EY, and then I featured my 3 years of articles, and then now I recently moved to London. So I will have another vlog soon. Yeah, when I was moving from South Africa to London. So yeah, that is a brief explanation of who Boitumelo is, where I grew up, and what I studied. So yeah, I'm just hoping that soon I'm gonna have a vlog about my moving, and then as time goes on, probably my studies, how what I studied, how I actually did it, because I remember that it was actually also one of the videos that were requested. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, also, yeah, I am the middle child out of 3 girls. I have 2 beautiful nieces, so adorable. And yeah, that's briefly who Boitumelo is. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through these questions and then get answer like they send them to me, so I can feature them in this video. Okay, sharp. So the first question is, how was your transition from high school to university? This one, I think I'm going to cover it properly in my, I don't know what I'm gonna call that video, but in the video where I'll be addressing what I studied for me to get to where I am today. But then just so I can answer it briefly, it was hard because now I'm leaving home and I'm going to a different province to study away from my mom and dad and my siblings, which was something that was scary. It was very, very scary because that is where independence started, when I started living in Rays. So the transition was quite hard because I even remember the day they left me at Rays. I cried. Yeah, I cried when my family left me at Rays, and I was just so scared. Like, it was scary, but I think I met amazing people, I made friends, and it became better, It wasn't as bad as I thought it would actually be. But I will address it more in detail in the video that I'm going to make. Yeah. What I studied for me to get to where I am today. And then the second one and the third one, I think I am going to address them really too, because it's the same question, just phrased differently. So this one says, what or who made you fall in love with accounting, or what inspired you to go the accounting route? And this one said, what motivated your decision to be a CASA? To be honest, I don't think anyone motivated me to become a CA. Nah, there's no one that I can think of. No, and I decided, oh, actually I want to be a CA because of them. The decision to be a CA just happened from when I was still in high school. I remember grade 9, that is when you have to choose the subject for grade 10, or okay, which route are you going to take? Are you going to go the science route, or are you going to go the commerce route, or yeah, mixed. And I just knew then that I'm going to choose like business, economics, and accounting and pure maths as my subjects. Also because I hated natural sciences. NS, I hated NS with a passion, because it was that one subject where I wasn't doing that well, surprisingly. Like everything else I do pretty well, like I could get distinctions or whatever and everything else, but with natural science, I'd write NS and get 65%, and I'm just like, how? Why am I not understanding this subject? That's when I decided, nah, I'm not gonna choose a subject where I'm going to constantly get to 60 from grade 10 to matric. That's when I saw science was not for me. And then for also the social science, like history, history. I was just like, no man, geography. I was like, nah. So I just knew when I chose commerce, so okay, I'm going to end up studying accounting, and that is pretty much what I've always wanted to do. Yeah, I just went through the commerce stream. I did pretty well in accounting. And also because I thought, because Negile GOAT in accounting, I was the GOAT in accounting. I was like, no, become accounting sciences will never see me coming. Hey, little did I know, I will never see it coming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, but yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I decided to be a CA. And then let's see this one. Had it not been the CA journey, what do you think your other career choice would have been? I could say because I wasn't going to be a doctor, because one, it meant negative drug science and negative biology, what. Two, I'm scared of blood. The wounds, they make me, I'm just gonna put it like that. That's why I studied medicine. But if it wasn't for the CA journey, what do I think the other career choice I would have taken? I don't think my mom would have allowed it, right? But I used to like being on stage so much. Yeah, I would have probably opted for the drama and all of that. And if my family actually had the money for it, I would have actually opted for that. Me being able to do acting, poetry, do something that makes me really happy. Yeah, I would have definitely taken that path. I don't think my mom was going to allow it though. Mamasha, allow me to. I don't think she's going to allow me to, but yeah, I think that is probably what I would have chosen if I didn't go the CA route. Because I don't think there's anything else and then Gairat. For example, law being because I can't argue. So no, I don't think there's any other career no. So I think if it wasn't for CA, definitely stage, arts, drama, and all of that. And then the next question says, how does it feel now that you have accomplished your dream? It feels good. It feels really good, and sometimes it doesn't feel real because it was a difficult journey. It was very, very hard. And I think I'll just probably cover this in my other video that I'm still supposed to record. But sometimes it doesn't feel real. But I think now it's starting to sink in, Hori, you are actually a CA. So now it feels so great. I'm not gonna lie. I am so grateful to God for making it possible for me to actually make it until where I am today. I just sit here sometimes and I look at the views from my room or from our apartment, and I'm just like, sheesh, who would have thought? Who would have thought that one day home will be London? Home will be overseas, like no, it feels great, I'm not gonna lie. There's a sense of relief that you know what, you've made it. You've made it, and I know that this is definitely not the end, because I guess you have to grow to make it to certain positions or whatever. There's probably something that you need to do, like you probably need to study maybe something or prepare for whatever. It is fine, but where I am right now, I'm happy. It feels so good, to be honest, to be where I am today. So truly grateful to them and I love them so much. And then these two questions are quite similar, so I think I am going to address them really too. The first one says, how do you balance work and life? Does any of the two lack? And the other one says, you are doing well in your career and you also have your love life and social life. How do you stay in your focused girl life without neglecting the other areas of your life? Initially I was struggling, I'm not gonna lie, when I started with my articles, because I had to study for my board exams, I had to work, I also had to try and make sure that my social life doesn't suffer, my relationship doesn't suffer. So it was quite hard at first, But I think things got easier with me not studying anymore. So I have a lot of time on my hands now. And then with regards to work, yes, I used to work like hectic overtime sometimes and all, but I just made it a point that, you know, my love life doesn't suffer, my social life also doesn't suffer as well. I'm very big on doing what makes me happy. If there is one thing, I could be going through the shittiest phase of my life, I am very big on, baby girl, do what makes you happy. Like, do what makes you happy. Are we having a tough day and you want to go for a spa treatment? Nana, go. You're having a terrible day and you and your friends want to go out? Go. You know, you miss your person? Hey, go. But I wanna like, if you're supposed to work overtime or whatever, I'd push more just so maybe over the weekend or whatever I can actually be able to spend time with my friends, with my mans and all of that. So yeah, I just try, and also my family, you know, I try to just make sure that I make time for people that I deeply care about, because they're the ones that actually keep me going. I don't think any of the things that I went through, I would have survived without my family, my friends, my mans, like literally. So I just have to make sure that I balance it out. Even means I have to plan things in advance. Sorry. Yeah, even if it meant what I plan things in advance, then I do it. On this date, sharp. Let me make sure that I don't have a lot of work to do by then. Okay, sounds like a baby. Okay, sharp. Let me do this. Go high. I miss my family. Because I'm my weekend day. Or because I worked from home a lot during my articles, mainly because of COVID as well. Because give you a COVID baby, I'd just be like, you know what? Let me go home, go spend that 2 weeks, go high, work from home, spend time with my family. So I make an effort to spend time with people that I love and do things that I love. So that's just how I managed to balance out everything. And then I knew this one question was gonna come. I knew this one question was gonna come. What's going to happen to Mjoloship now that you are going abroad? I love my man. He loves me. So it'll work out. I'm a firm believer of if you're intentional about something, it'll work out. If I put in my own share of effort, he puts in his fair share of effort, and we make it work, I don't see how it will not work, honestly. Yeah, we spoke about it. We had the difficult conversations in terms of how we're going to make this work, and I'm pretty comfortable with the conversations that we had to make our relationship work. So I can the complaints, we spoke about the visits, everything. So I cannot doubt, I cannot be lying that it'll work out. So I tricky cool. It's painful not seeing him every day, but I'm gonna be fine. We will be fine. We will be fine. And then the next question, how do you spend 10K on prescribed frames? Guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but my lens is thick. Like, my lens is thick. So what happens is, last year I was using this other medical aid. I can't say it, Galina. So there's this thing at saving, see what and all of that. So my medical aid didn't cover my spectacles. So this year I get the braille change every 2 years. Every 2 years I change the braille. So I was due for a new pair of spectacles in January this year. So now Maya, so casually, I hope you guys can see that this is very thick. These are my old ones, by the way. The bread like in the thingy that 10K. They haven't even arrived, but story for another day. So katsamaya kaya to this place mo ke dirang brele ka fitla easily wa bone like na kana no the maximum ba kan charging yon ke bo ma 4-5,000 yana. So because my lens is thick, and I also have to, because my lens is too thick, they have to try with dry SS, because like when I thick even though it's thick, so they still have to try and like make it a bit thinner, because it's like kana or when glassy ish I never glassy but I'm not glassy more fussy. That's probably how my lens is supposed to look like, but I pay extra just so they can try and make it a bit thin yana. So I'll test everything, how the blue lights and everything, because I'm always in front of my laptop, I'm always in front of my phone, so I need the blue lights and all of that. Sharp. How Katana test easily the ABC what to mole can you ever so occasionally ke sure for a no utluba sharp. That time ne this expense it killing the process of moving in nale the cost the passport, the cost of preparing the visa, in the rent, the other side and everything. How barely invoice. Oh, today as I recover from that purchase, because today I'm still wearing my old spectacles. It is going 2 years back when I went to get spectacles. Get ready frame GD2. The other paper one that I have probably here buried in my first video. Oh, and the scan check that video, guys. I was still a baby. I was still learning how to thingy a YouTube video, but I'm trying to like improve. But yeah, it was the paper one and this one. So again, I'm saving. Marali no ne. I get that when because the transport system here is trades. When I have to catch the trade, I struggle because lens H I suddenly for my eyes. So for me to be able to see which train to catch, sometimes I even just end up asking, but to Baba Tusha Mole, the train guys, I'm looking for a train that's going to this place. Which platform should I go to? Because I get one. So really kaba wonder about the bread chakla but yeah. That's the story behind the 10K. Yeah. This question, unyala name, guys. Honestly, what is your biggest fear? With this question, I'm going to try not to say my biggest fear, because there's one thing Buddha Prince or Dr. Prince taught me. Nakola Kisadilako Mayor's dal from my CTA. We were all part of the same homeschool group, and if there's one lesson that he taught me was never to recklessly just say my fears, right? I should be very careful who I share my fears with, because they might be used against me, right? Be it professional space, personal space, like if you're not listening when I'm playing on Olare, you should be very, very careful when it comes to sharing your fears. But I'll just say one fear, you know what it gets over it. It's probably a general one. It doesn't only affect me, but probably everyone else. I think my not really my biggest fear. Oh, well, it is my biggest fear, but a more general one, which I know what it's going to apply to everyone, right, is the fear of losing loved ones. I think losing isn't dead. The idea of waking up one day and the person that you love the most is just no more. Either being your partner, family, friends, anyone that is close to me. Like, that is definitely one of my biggest fears, and I don't wish it even upon my worst enemy, because that is painful. That is painful, waking up and knowing no phone call, can't see the person, can just rock up, chill with the person, can't even talk to the person, I can't even hug the person anymore, I can't tell them how much I love them anymore. Like it's a, you know, it's a painful one. So that is definitely one of my biggest fears. And then the last one, what are you mostly grateful for? I am grateful for my parents. Yo, those people worked really hard to make sure that they give us the best in life. You know, I don't come from a well-off family, but my parents made moves, big moves, like to make sure that we live a comfortable life. I am really grateful for my parents, my siblings as well, my sister, deputy parent, like she's also been so supportive. She has also had to at some point make big moves to make things happen, not only for myself but for things at home, for my little sister as well, for my nieces. You know, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my family. I think that is the one that I'm most grateful for. I'm also grateful that, you know, the people that God places in my life, God is so intentional, guys. Like he initially maybe certain things don't make sense, but as time goes on, that is when you start realizing, well, it makes so much sense why all these people are in my life. God has blessed me with an amazing bunch of people, friends. God didn't number thee. My mans didn't number thee. My extended family, the cousin, my aunt, everyone is just so supportive, everyone is just so loving. So I'm just grateful for God. I'm just grateful to God. Hey, Mudim. I'm just grateful to God that, you know, he loved me enough to give me all these people that I have in my life. I don't think in my life. I just continue meeting amazing people, great people. So yeah, no, that is definitely the one thing that I'm mostly grateful for. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Those are all the questions that people brought forward to me, and they asked me that I should feature them in this video. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying till the very end, and hopefully now I will make sure that I upload my content on this channel in a timely manner. I don't take as long as I did now to upload a video. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I love you so much. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and also share, just so give a little subscribers and more views, and then you guys can just help me grow. You know, I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. Bye.